หนังอืมโอ้โห
Are you cowards? Monk preaching the Mongol cause. Time to end this. I won't hurt you. You were praising the Mongols. Do they pay well for your services?
If they refuse, they kill us. But the Guardian's brother will change that.
What do you know about Norio?
He's going to lead us to victory. I can take you to him.
Quickly.
This way, my lord.
Does Norio know you're helping the Mongols?
Until we take back Cedar Temple, he told us to keep cooperating, so they don't suspect us.
That doesn't sound like Norio.
Really? But you inspire everything he does. He always talks about what he learned from the ghost.
What are you doing back here?
I brought the ghost! Norio is inside with the others.
Draw their attention. And small bands up each side to flank. Use the tree line as cover.
Lord Sakai. Everyone, give me a moment to speak with Lord Sakai. You arrived just in time. This way.
I hear you're planning to take back Cedar Temple.
We've been training hard. They're ready.
I recognize some faces here.
From Akashima, I sent messengers to Kushi Temple, but no one came.
After all we did there.
We can free Cedar Temple without them.
You think these people can take back the temple?
We can handle it on our own.
Why risk their lives?
Cedar Temple can be a beacon for all of Tsushima. Everyone who takes part in the attack will be a messenger of hope. We can't carry this message alone. This victory has to be theirs.
When do we ride, Norio?
At dawn, my lord. We ride for Cedar Temple with the ghost! Yeah! When you took Castle Kaneda, you did it without the samurai. You must have had doubts going in.
Samurai meditate on death. We learn the fear of death is just the fear of pain, of the unknown.
Our monks do something similar. My brother especially.
Your brother was a wise man.
I wish Enjo was here with us.
His spirit is. You have supporters, Norio.
They remember the Guardian, and they know why we ride for Cedar Temple.
They're fortunate you fight for them.
We should get off the road. This way. The temple is just ahead, through the cedars.
Are they holding any monks hostage?
No. One reason I told them to cooperate. Reduce their risk when we attack.
Good thinking.
We're getting close.
Breathe, Norio. You can't fight if you hold your breath.
How could you tell?
I know you well enough by now, my friend.
Norio, and the ghost. We came as soon as we could.
It's good to have Kushi Temple with us.
Cedar Temple, Akashima, and Kushi stand together as one.
You'll attack through the main gate?
Yes. Draw the Mongols' attention while the others flank.
What do you want me?
My lord, this may be my plan, but you should fight as you see fit. All of you, follow me. Stay close.
One of you will die. Everyone who falls will live forever in history.
Ah. Alter, hört doch mal auf. Nicht aus.
I'm here, come on.
Lord Sakai, I need your blade! Lord Sakai.
The temple is yours.
The last time I was here, my brother, Hochi, the abbot, they were all alive.
Starting today, you can rebuild.
Come with me to the main hall. I have to make sure the Mongols did no lasting damage. This way, my lord.
Norio! Lord Sakai,
What's wrong?
do not go inside the main hall.
Get a hold of yourself. Whatever the Mongols destroyed, we can rebuild. The hall looks fine from the outside. Nothing damaged or stolen.
Norio.
Angel? When they took you out of the pit, I thought...
The Mongols promised to spare you. If I told them everything.
I'm here, Angel. It's all right now.
I told them about the abbey. Ochi, Kuchitsera, in Akashima.
It doesn't matter.
Don't worry. I held on to see you. But I can't live like this.
Yes, you can.
Please. Brother. Please.
Lord Sakai, would you leave us?
Yes.
His name is Kharcho, the one who burned my brother and cut off his limbs.
This Haricho is among the dead?
Not yet.
Norio, your brother was the Guardian. He died a hero.
No, he didn't. I can find out where this Mongol coward is. But then I'll need your help.
You'll have it.
When the snow lets up, we'll hold the funeral.
Das ist ins Frühjahr. Mhm. So. All skills. Hmm.
My lord, can I help you?
I'm looking for Norio. Where is he?
He brought his brother's ashes to a cemetery. It's in the hills to the south.
I'll look for him there. Thank you.
Hmm.
The cemetery. Norio should be here.
Enjo's urn. He liked the open air better than the pagoda at Cedar Temple.
The Mongol you're looking for. Harcho. Have you found him?
He's not far from here.
Norio, Cedar Temple needs your leadership.
This comes first.
Revenge is not the first duty of a monk.
Before I was a monk, I was a brother.
Don't do this alone. Let me help.
If you wish.
Where do we find him?
Fort Shoni.
You're sure he's the one responsible?
When I find him, he will pray for a quick death, and his cries will go unheard.
You're Enjo's brother. I respect your right to seek revenge. I don't want you to become
Like what? You?
like so many others who have been changed by this war.
It's far too late for that, my lord. There's a spot down here where you can see the fort. I put everything you taught me to good use tracking Kharsho.
What does he look like?
Like every other murdering, honorless Mongol dog.
You may only get one chance at him.
I'll know him when I see him.
When you have him in your sights, strike without delay.
Dogs, get away from there!
Norio!
Please, we were just hungry. Spare us. We're leaving.
Norio, they weren't a threat.
Maybe. They're definitely not now. They should have known better. Advance and reach Nirvana. Retreat and find hell.
What's that from?
A prayer Enjo inscribed on this Naginata after he saved Kushi Temple from bandits.
And became the Guardian. He suffered more than either of us know. But he held on so he could see you.
Do you know what his last words to me were? I was wrong.
About what?
I'll never know. Kharsho's last words will be a howl of pain.
We should get some rest, Norio. For tomorrow.
You're right, my lord. I'll save my strength for Kharsho.
Norio. Where is he? Damn you, Norio.
My lord! Please, help! He's gone mad!
What happened?
Norio. At first, when I saw him, I thought my prayers were answered, but...
Return to Cedar Temple. I'll handle this. Seek refuge in Amida Buddha.
Alter, was ist denn hier los?
Who did this?
Norio. He's lost his mind.
Hammerspot? Hmm. It's definitely... Oh wait, maybe... Wait, we just look at it. Yeah, system is working and doing something. For no reason. Okay, processes make absolutely no sense. Yeah, the 4K utility has issues. Alter, kommst du klar? So, nein. Hmm? That seems to okay. Utility has issues here, sorry if it's doing shit, but seems we need to
do not have the courage to do it.
Seems we need to get out of this scene.
Burn! Burn for your crime!
Capturing utilities shit.
You once told me you would never swing your Naginata in hatred.
I did what the ghost would do. And now Harsho is gone. I'm not going back to Cedar Temple. Not after this.
Where will you go?
It doesn't matter. He was still alive when I lit the wood. When he screamed, it filled me with joy. And I would do it again. I'm no longer a monk.
You don't get to give up. We all have regrets and broken promises. But this island needs you. The last warrior monk of Cedar Temple.
I can't go back to what I was before this.
I think I need to restart the utility.
Keep your faith and move forward.
you. Jin.
I'll see you at Cedar Temple.
Så I will stop the capture til so the picture will freeze. New achievement her, who cares?
Looking for me?
Oh, is it?
Sakai, we need to talk. When I was your age, people said I was the next Tadayori Nagao.
You're the best archer we've ever had.
Not even close. But I'm damn good.
And I'm grateful for everything you taught me.
I was so dedicated to my study, I never made time for a family. Tomoe was to be my heir. Her crimes, I could not forgive her.
No samurai would.
I devoted my life to the bow. The life it gave me was remarkable. But the life it took from me... Family is more important.
Sensei?
Don't become like me. Don't let the ghost consume you. Hey. Tomoe is somewhere in Kamiagata. A last-ditch effort to rally the Mongols and restore her reputation.
If she's here, we will find her.
And end this. Yes, we will.
Oh. Okay. Then we go from here. Och, really, was ist denn mit dir los? Even if I release it right on time, really, there's nothing happening. The timing is absolute ass. And this fucking capturing program currently has absurd issues. You know, last time it ran on batteries, I understand, but this time...
Help me!
You'll be free soon.
They killed my whole family, my lord.
I'm so sorry. Where did it happen?
The crossroads. They stop everyone. If you're too weak to be their slave, they kill you.
Go and mourn your family. Leave the Mongols to me.
I think we need to open the window now. It's evening, we need some temperature drop. Oh.
I'll never drink again, I swear. Destroying our past. Deeply breathe in the despair. Ashes never found. What's that over there? Mongol convoy. Wiped out. By who? Burned the cart. Flaming arrows? All shot in the back. Probably ambushed. Japanese arrows. Lord Shimura's men? Japanese archers did this. Likely a group. Unless Sensei Ishikawa has been here.
Please, excuse me, my lord.
It's a bad idea to sneak up on me.
I thought you were with the man who killed these Mongols. He was samurai, but older. An archer?
Sensei Ishikawa. Where is he?
He said he'd come back to my house in a day or two.
Why your house?
I have food, a fire. Whatever his business was, it seemed urgent.
It's possible he picked up Tomoe's trail. Where's your house?
Not far, but there's a storm coming, and I need to check my snares first. Then I can take you there.
Fine, I'll go with you. What's your name?
Matsu, my lord.
What exactly did Sensei Ishikawa tell you?
Nothing more, my lord. He wasn't the friendliest man.
Sounds about right.
I never talked to a real samurai.
War brings unlikely people together.
It's my chance to ask a really good question.
Don't mess it up.
What's it like to hold the power of life and death in your hands?
In a real fight, when your life is on the line, time slows. You hear everything. Your enemy's breath, the wind in the leaves. Every color and shade is vivid, sharp, alive.
That's not the answer I expected. There! One of my snares.
Check it quickly. I don't want to miss
I
Ishikawa.
register Gentleman Dapper, the engorged short cocktail.
Damn. Empty. Have to reset it.
You might have more luck
Oh,
hunting.
unmute. Good day.
Could never
Dapper.
do that. So awful.
Maybe try different bait.
What?
My bait
Let
never
me
changes.
explain that.
What do you
Gentleman
use?
Dapper is the
illusion
child
of
of the sported old spanking bull
There's your
juice.
problem. That only works on
what?
men.
What?
This way, my lord.
It's not easy
What?
surviving up here.
It's hard everywhere. I fled north when the Mongols came.
Alone?
My parents died when I was a girl. Been on my own ever since. Your family must be very important.
My uncle is Lord Shimura.
Wait. You're the one people talk about. The ghost. But you're not 10 feet tall with eyes like a demon.
Yeah, a bit more time again now, but...
No. But the stories frighten the enemy.
So that's it? It's just rumors and exaggeration?
To fight them...
Yeah, I think we might finish it today.
We all
I mean, I did about everything now and really just finish up with some shit. I'd say today, if everything goes wrong, then tomorrow, but I think today is a good guess. And in the end, still a good game, but yeah, I mean, open world.
Look! They're
Let
stealing
me
my
explain
cats.
that.
Drive them off, my
Gentleman Dapper is like progressive Catholic fudging ass colon.
They're starving.
Didn't we talk about? I mean, if I didn't forget,
Hey.
I mean, I will choose something. What?
Please don't hurt us, my lord.
That's not yours.
We are sorry. It's just a squirrel.
Ah,
We
perhaps.
have eaten grass and tree bark.
I'm not even too sure what I said anymore.
Thank you, my lord.
This-
You let them escape.
And I have to check up
They were starving.
which games were
No
released
threat.
by then. I
Sound
mean,
like the
I've
ghost
seen
I heard
that
about.
Horizon Zero Dawn was released for
Stories about being
PC.
true.
Okay, I know that
Blizzard
game,
is
so
almost on us.
probably not.
How many more traps do you have?
But
Just one.
maybe some other
far
things were
away.
released. Was so smart. What? We talked about Sekiro, and I said I will probably play it again if you ask really nicely. But probably not after this game. I need
What's it like to be
something
the ghost?
punchy. Too similar while not being
It's
similar.
not easy. I
Huh?
wouldn't change it.
No doubts or regrets.
But so is this always.
Plenty.
Ah, but no.
I'll do
What?
anything to drive the invaders from our home. We should get back soon. I don't want to miss Sensei Ishikawa.
The last trap is just a little farther, my lord.
Have to think about it. I mean, something. It's not easy to decide.
Here we are. Hope we don't go hungry. Look at this! Dinner!
You got something?
We might eat like civilized people after all.
What's out there?
The mainland. No Mongols, no war.
Oh, and
Somewhere I can start.
Germany is hitting
So you
38
make it to the
degree
mainland.
soon.
What then?
I mean
Kyoto.
degrees.
I'll open a
Celsius
fancy inn.
degrees, of course.
Learn to play the shamisen. Welcome the undying parade of beautiful men and women, while my servants rub them blind.
Sounds like Kyoto's in trouble. It's snowing harder. We should go.
Maybe your sensei will be waiting for us.
Hail!
The weather's getting worse. Stay close.
If I get any closer, we'll have to share a horse.
What was that?
Never mind. Keep going.
What was that? Never mind, I just wanted to fuck you. What?
My lord! Mongols! Close to the house!
Whatever.
I'll deal with him. Stay back.
Wow, so gut. Alter, kannst du mal bitte blocken? Bump, Alter, bump it. Asshole.
No wonder they have stories about it.
Where's your house?
Not far. Come on.
Horse. I've seen someone, or not, I didn't see him, but I've seen that someone is playing the PC edition of Horizon Zero Dawn. 20,000 viewers. I'm like, what? When I played it, it was like 8, maybe 8.
Here we are. Let's get inside. You seem too kind to be the ghost. But the way you killed those Mongols...
I do what I have to for Tsushima.
The truth is, we're both survivors. We have darkness in us. If we didn't, we'd be dead.
Sensei Ishikawa said something similar. But it sounds more natural coming from you, Tomoe.
Ishikawa always said, I underestimate my opponents.
I don't have an arrow in my back. Why not?
The Mongols turned against me.
After you trained them to slaughter our people.
A mistake I tried to fix. But I can't kill all my archers. Not alone.
You need me. And the sensei. But we don't need you.
I know where they'll attack next. We can ambush them together. You get a victory, I get revenge.
I'll talk it over with Sensei Ishikawa.
Jing. You can stay the night.
No, Tomoe. I can't.
Oh, water. So, oh, sorry. It's too hot to be sorry for girls. Ah?
It is quite simple. Gentleman Dapper is a sad, fast one King Fart PS4.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fart PS4. Well,
Death from afar.
You have my thanks.
Until next time.
Sakai, you have news.
Something like that.
today I was drinking some melon
I spoke
long
with
drink.
Tomoe. She's
It
hiding
was
in the
pretty
north.
good.
The Mongols turned
Even
against her.
for the heat.
Saw her. Why is she still alive?
Her archers are preparing a massive attack. She wants the three of us to wipe them out.
Or she needs both our heads to get back in the Mongols' favor.
She could have killed me, Sensei, but she didn't.
I have never been rewarded.
Where's the melon in there?
I don't trust her.
No, there
We
was
need what she
more
knows.
in it, but it was pretty
I believe
fresh.
she needs our help.
Then she's a fool.
Wait, I look whether I have a photo. I mean, I have photos of the food today, but I don't know whether I have food for the drink. Let's see, what's this? Let's just post all of it. That's the liver. That's the schnitzel, because my friend wanted schnitzel. What's this? Oh, that's the mango ice, yogurt ice. Oh, that's pretty local. Seems I did not take a picture of the melon. Something. Schauen wir mal weiter. Yeah, it's kind of like what is Kartoffelpuffer, you know? The thing with potatoes and whatever in a pan, like smallish, but these are a local variation with quark in it too. It's pretty cool with you know,
Perhaps I can better your bow.
with something. Oh. Quark.
I work on all kinds of armor.
Need more
I will
quark.
do my best to make you strong and secure.
Yeah, you just. Nästan det also. Bullshit. So we are a bit silly. What? Oh, it's really super hot. Outside. You know, I just stay here and play games. I don't do anything anymore for 10 years now. Might not be the best idea, but... But come on, you kill you like this. Ah! Are you kidding me?
I acknowledge Janny under the personal treacheristic storm.
Yeah, I think we will finish it up today. Jan. I say... good instance for an open world game, but still an open world game. With everything which is shit about open world games. But still, I kind of enjoyed it.
Is there anywhere you
Could
can
have
go?
been like
don't know
half of the length,
I
I
was
guess.
traveling the roads when I stumbled across their nearby outpost. The bastards are
The
capturing
mini
anyone who
actions
tries
are
to
pretty
pass.
boring
Okay, though.
bullshit.
Until then, stay hidden.
But I mean, what else is new? I mean, yeah. Just because it does several aspects way better than Assassin's Creed, I'd say. Still doesn't make it a perfect game because... Well, open world, dudes, open world. If you don't understand how to do open worlds, don't do it, play Gothic. What? Yeah. It's okay. For a first party entry for Sony and open world, it's really well done. I mean, it looks nice. The battle is quite nice, you know. I mean, fighting enemies is good. You know how to make open world, wow. You played Gothic, does you know how to make open world? More. Alter. Oh, nice arrow. Also hast du mich gerade Does it mean you know how to make games that are known for good open world experience? Nani? Zumindest the size of the content effect with still returns to walk simulator if you don't consider Martin. A small world makes it known to play and so many worlds. I think I get what you want to say, and you are right. No, I can't say that Jan is right. Ruben can't admit that anyone is right. What to do with it? It's lacking in detail, right? Yeah. And now you have all done it, Jan. No, sorry, but that's absolute absurd. Right up your ass. What? Twitch banned. Well, I just said something about ass. Upwards. Yeah, Marina will kill me. Marina will kill me anyways. What to do now? Nani? Skyrim is the perfect game. What? I forgot to add that no one ever. But that would be wrong too, because sadly it's said by too many people.
Let me explain that. Gentleman Dapper's father is like infectious, violent piss pistol.
Piss pistol. I like piss pistol. Sounds like an interesting device. RNG lootables, I guess he means just silly random items, totally random items in it or whatever, I don't know. Like the classic, I mean, actually RNG lootables are not like that rare, I mean it's not like Skyrim has created that, I mean. It's basically the first RPG chest design I have ever encountered because it's so simple. Open chest and apple. No. What? Stuff that doesn't fit. I mean, if you only find stuff which fits, it's silly. Parameter. Yeah, maybe. Depends on the parameters, of course. But if every item I find is pretty much usable, then. I mean, a chest has to be annoying as well, you know, like... Why is it fucking... What did these developers... What the fuck? Again, a fucking mage staff. What is going on? Yeah, but Dapper Gothic was fully designed. There was no RNG in chests or whatever. As far as I know, by the way. So it was really... absurdly, I mean, it was just a full world with every item. Like, I mean, I don't say that every item was like placed. I mean, I think the devs seeded some shit, obviously. I mean, but like the stuff which made sense or whatever. I mean, they really decided where to place that. First medkit containing ore. That would be something I would do to troll the shit out of them. Hey, a first aid kit, a sword? What? I have never done that before. Cool. I should switch arrows. Yeah, I totally know what you mean, Jan. But I just don't wanna repeat that, you're right. Because that's actually what I'm doing most of the time when I design something like, you know, I like roguelike RPGs and whatever. Yeah, obviously RNG to not have to design every shit. Because I just don't have the time, but there's some logic to the placement, obviously, to not make it completely silly. I don't see shit. Alter. Gain me auf den fucking penis. I would say it really depends on the type of game. I mean, just think of I'd say Zelda or whatever, a Zelda with completely RNG items or even with parameterized shit
channel bot. Not
would be shit, I guess. I mean, at least it doesn't play out well because yeah, every kind of roguelike or whatever. I mean, a bit of RNG is nice there, and even yeah, but you shouldn't find like, you know, like you're level 7 and suddenly you find an item only usable with level 120. You are like, Nani, what the fuck? Yeah, a positive review. How did that happen? Not saying that you didn't earn it. LOL. Ah, the pirate thing. Pirated story is really a classic, but yeah. I mean, it's not new that stuff happens, but I mean, it's still absurd to think about it, that they are like copying a game and then they are like, what the fuck is this shit? Fuck, it's crashing. I mean, at least that's a pirate full of regret. That's pretty cool. He sees that his deeds were wrong somehow, in some regards, then found your reaction was nice. I mean, it's a win-win situation, basically. You stayed calm and cool and, you know, did not like totally waste him for pirating. And he was like, oh yeah, maybe he wants to earn money too.
Hello,
Yes.
I'm your friendly channel bot. Fuck liquor.
Fuck liquor. Oh, oh Gandalf. Yes. Fuck liquor. So, a story quest thing.
It's good to have some extra hands around here.
How are the others?
Ready to follow wherever you lead. The sensei told them you're the only person on Tsushima who can kill the Khan.
I can't do it alone. Or without a plan of attack.
And we know he's at Port Izmi, surrounded by an army.
We need to know the weakness in their defense, how to get past them, and where to find the Khan.
Sounds like we need a hawk's view of the place. I know where we can get one. We'll have cover of darkness if we leave now. Port Izmi. We'll have a better view from the lighthouse. Just need to get up there.
Without being noticed. Let's move.
Why would the Khan come up here?
He'll sail for our mainland. Attack it, just like you did here. This is our last chance to stop him.
These flowers.
The same ones I used to make my poison.
The Mongols have been here picking them.
To use against us.
Did we do the right thing at your uncle's castle?
I took a risk, and my poison saved thousands.
What if it kills thousands more?
We have to stop the Khan before it comes to that.
You're right. We need to kill him. Soon.
We can't get in the front, but we could climb around the cliff.
And sneak in through the back. Lead the way.
Chiharu!
How much was the game, Jan, by the way? It wasn't that much, wasn't it? Excuse me? What? How much, like, how much money is it on Steam? I actually can't buy it ever because I have it in my Steam library. $10, so thought so. I mean, depending on how great it is probably not enough. Sometimes people don't take a game seriously if it's too cheap.
Yeah!
Huh? I'm one of the 100 people who told you that I don't want to buy your game because it's most likely asset flip. I would say that's completely wrong because I would never tell someone that his game is asset flip. Except it obviously is, and I would instantly block him because I would never talk to such an idiot again. Because people asset flipping are really not worth shit. There's no gain in talking to such people.
Let me explain that. Jan Leonard is like flushed bang, knob dripping chocolate semen.
Well, I understand the point, and yeah, but... reusable assets is not...
penis.
I mean, reusable assets is the... obviously is needed for an asset flip, but... it's not exactly an asset flip. An asset flip is... yeah, I mean, you know what an asset flip is, but... But I don't think that's necessary, and I mean, obviously you have fun in it, but I don't think it's necessary to really reinvent the wheel at every aspect. I mean, it all depends on, I mean, you obviously have someone who likes to you know, create models and whatever, and you yourself are not, as far as I know, I mean, when we started to learn from each other, I think you more or less came from the visual approach to stuff, because you had a coder at the beginning and he was doing shit.
Just ignore Gentleman Dapper Ass. After all, Gentleman Dapper Ass was born from a stinky dick.
Gentleman Dapper Ass. That's so good. I like you so much, Genko.
And I think you should stick to your unfathomable vagina, blue arse.
No.
Here I come.
Is this a vaginal cornhole which I see before me, the handle toward my hand?
Shakespeare up there, okay. Yeah, classic, I mean... in the end, I'm in the same position every time. If you're the only one having time and actually being competent.
My used gash is doing fine, thank you.
Wow, reading two thoughts at the same time is amazing, right?
What's in all these barrels? Supplies?
Flowers. Poison. One barrel holds enough to kill hundreds. Khan will use this against the mainland. We can't let him leave Tsushima. We'll scout Port Izumi from the top of the lighthouse.
Right behind you.
But today I talked to someone and I think we create a learn coding streaming project.
The kind you see before a storm.
Like just, you know, he's interested and we had a session yesterday and I was like, hey dude, why don't we just stream it? The fuck? I mean, you might be at a pretty low level, but there are surely people interested in it. There are people interested in everything.
Let's find our plan of attack. The Mongols left,
and if not, we have fun.
Can't defend it.
But a good place for an ambush.
Actually, we were having a session this morning
Imagine
too.
what we could do to their ships if we had our own watches.
We could place archers there.
Force the Mongols to fight uphill?
Khotam would send horsemen to outflank us. See how the birds are circling?
Like they're scared of something on its way.
The storm, preparing to fly inland for shelter. The harbor master's estate. The Khan may have taken it for himself.
Close to the docks. And his fleet. Makes sense.
The Khan is almost ready to sail for our mainland. With ships full of men, explosives, and my poison. If we don't stop him here, the shogunate will fall.
The storm is our key to beating him.
When it comes, the Khan will have to shelter his fleet in the bay. That's when we strike.
Destroy his ships and everything on them. To do this, we'll need Mongol weapons.
A simple task for a master thief.
We'll need fighters too.
A small force could distract the Mongols, while I get inside Port Izmi and kill the Khan.
It could work.
Let's get back to Jokaku and prepare.
What was that? I can't read. White on white is not readable. Devs. Subscribe to Ruhe. Ach, Twitch.
Stupid!
You know. Classic. You can do. You don't need to. I stay the same. I will not be more nice to you if you subscribe. That's for sure.
Ready? Be just.
Alter. By the way, if you wanna know whether you're stupid, just ask Gengar. You don't need me to do that. Oh no, I'm max level. There's one more technique point, then I can bend. How stupid. There's nothing to do except for the main story. I mean, okay, I could try to find villages here to, you know, gain fuck you, but you know, right? Something in that range. I'm not sure what I wanted to tell you now, but... why is this API still... Nani? Didn't I just... What? Was it not built or what? Last build, please? Build failed. What is going on? Sounds like a timeout issue. Bored of the timer. Okay, retry. Rebuild that shit. A flaky test, I still have to think about it. But not now. What? Too many feelings? What? Feelings? I don't know what that feeling is. You think I have?
I've got some good news.
How are the plans coming?
Kenji found where we can steal watches from the Mongols. I'm heading there now.
That's a good start. But we need more fighters.
No.
My uncle wants the Khan dead as much as we do. He'll join our attack.
He'll throw you in prison.
I'll write him a message. Leave it in his quarters.
In a castle full of samurai.
I'll be gone before they know I was there.
Good idea. Good thing is, since there are not too many open side missions anymore, I mean, like on my map, I'm not inclined to do anything or look for them. And if you just do, I mean, there are probably like 2 main missions left, or 2 or 3.
You can't replace what you lost. But give one of these a chance.
Digital Deluxe Forces Array. What is the Digital Deluxe Force? Ah, this is the Digital Deluxe Horse. I paid 10 euros for that horse. Actually, that comes with the Digital Deluxe Edition, so I did not really pay 10 euros for that horse, but now they tell me you can have that horse because you paid 10 euros more, and I feel like stupid. Because that horse looks shit. You know, Jan, I paid basically the money worth your whole game went into that horse. I think I take that one. Oh. Amazing, huh? Isn't it? it's really... That's the state of modern payment, strategy, gaming, net worth. I have no clue how to call it. I think that's it. This thin brown horse will be... Nah, thin brown, what? I've chosen the devil horse. But a digital deluxe horse is available, and this is... This is also digital deluxe horse, or what? Why isn't he telling this? What is this? This digital deluxe horse will be with you for your entire journey. Ah, come on, let's take the digital deluxe horse. Deluxe, I mean, of course. We are not in...
What will you name this one?
No, Sora, Kaze.
Kaze, swift as the wind.
Oh yes, can we have less questions
How will you
now?
get inside your uncle's castle?
I grew up there, and I still remember every hidden path through those old walls. Even as a boy, Lord Shimura couldn't keep up with me.
Quickly, Kaze!
Bear with me, I still say deluxe, because deluxe sounds better than deluxe. Deluxe sounds like the salmon in German. What? Now I... what? Good luck getting down here, by the way. Oh. .7, I don't think so. I think that sounds more like jump here. Yeah.
Heal!
Jin, why did you run away?
I wanted to catch an eel for your dinner.
Were you planning to catch it with your bare hands?
Yuzo said you'd get rid of me as soon as you had a son of your own.
Jin, come here.
Come here.
Your friend is wrong. The path ahead may take a lifetime, but I will walk it with you. Always.
They won't be watching the cliff face. Colder than last time.
Be careful, Ghost. The samurai are watching for you.
If I attack the gods, it will prove I'm the monster they think I am.
I thought it was something. Forget it.
I could use my grappling hook under the bridge, or find a way to make sure I'm not seen.
Feeling I want to find. Oh, getürmte Eierling. Means I basically have to somehow. Didn't I went that way last time too? Oh.
Lord Simura, the Mongols turned their crafts against us. Can't we shoot them first? But we're not warriors. We're mercenaries. Listen, traitor. I hear you got some of the ghost feathers and used it with Lady Kimi. She was evil in prison. Now she's a bloody corpse. Poison made her bleed from the mouth. That's why we're searching for Uncle. Who knows who might be bringing. I would never hurt Lord Shimura. Me neither.
Warriors!
Nein. Why wasn't it marked? That didn't help me now. Oh.
Spreading terror and poisoning our land. Noble warriors who embody the true spirit of the samurai. Praying to our gods for strength and courage. I will see you again on the field of battle.
The Mongols have poison. How do we defend against that?
Watch what you eat and drink, and don't let their arrows hit you. What's that? Show me. Animals keeping you on edge. More sure next time.
Uncle, he can't know I'm here.
You should have delivered that speech.
Damn you, Jin.
A stirring speech, Lord Shimura.
The Mongols had much to answer for. It is our duty to ensure that it never reaches the shores.
Forgive me.
Because of him, bandits have learned to use poison to murder our people.
escape us again.
Keep a close eye, Captain. Report anything unusual.
Of course, Tsushima. I will take the first watch.
His quarters are on the top floor. Now's my chance to get up there.
Can you show us the door, sir?
The Mongols have suffered defeats at Granite Pass and Jogaku Temple. We believe the Ghost is responsible for both. What do you wish to do?
We will deal with the ghost once we defeat the Mongols.
The Shogun's orders were clear.
I am aware of his orders. Our first priority remains the Mongols and their leader.
Of course, Lord Shimura.
Have you learned Khan's location?
The scouts we sent north never returned. I fear they were caught or killed.
Show me where they were searching.
Oh. Quarters around. Oh. Okay. No, they must think I should. Oh.
An old room. Wonder if I'll ever be welcome back.
Oh. Makes no sense. I mean, you make it pretty obvious that I probably should climb up, maybe then come up there. No.
Leave the message where he can see it.
He's here! Guards!
Uncle, forgive me for not facing you in person. The Khan's fleet has gathered at Port Izumi. His ships are loaded with poison that will devastate the Shogun's army. But when the next storm arrives, I plan to kill the Khan and sink his fleet. I ask that you join me. I hope we can meet again. If not as father and son, then as warriors who have walked different paths. Whatever you believe I've become, I will always be your family.
Whoa, how touching.
Faster, Kaze!
What took you so long?
My
Horse.
You had us worried. I thought you'd been caught.
Delivering my message wasn't easy.
Did your uncle read it? Will he help us defeat the Khan?
I hope so. But we can't wait to find out.
The wind's getting stronger.
The storm will be here by morning. Did you secure the siege weapons?
Enough to cause plenty of damage. Also found some deserters from your uncle's army who want to follow the ghost. We're ready.
Tell the others we attack at dawn.
I'll spread the word, but you should check on them. They want to hear from their leader.
You're probably just as sick of eating it.
Lord Sakai,
It's good to have the head of Cedar Temple with us.
I would never claim such an honor for myself.
I know. That's why you deserve it, my friend. Tomorrow we avenge your brother and the warrior monks of your temple.
I just want our home back.
Stay safe, Lord Sakai.
Sakai.
It's good to have your bow with us, Sensei. We still have to deal with Tomoe's offer.
There will be time for that. After we drive the Khan from our shores.
Thank you. I wouldn't have come this far without you.
Don't get sentimental, Sakai.
As you like, Sensei. I'll let you prepare for tomorrow.
I prepared my whole life. One more day makes no difference.
Here we are, my lord.
You're in good spirits.
Of course! I've been sipping good spirits all day.
Don't sip too much. You don't want to sleep through tomorrow.
Joking aside, there's no way I would miss tomorrow. I'm here for Taka.
Thank you, Kenji.
Only reason the Mongols defeated our samurai is because they outnumbered them.
Jin,
Masako, I wasn't sure you'd come.
I said I'd be there when you needed me. But I need the Khan dead too. He murdered my husband, and his men slaughtered my sons.
We won't let them escape justice.
I'll help you make sure of it.
Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a long day.
Or a very short one.
We've come a long way since you pulled me off Komoda Beach.
You were so heavy I could barely drag you. Had to strip you half naked just to reach town.
I wouldn't be here without you, you know.
I can't lose you, Jin. After everything we've been through. Everyone we've lost. I can't.
I have to stop the Khan.
No, you don't. We could find a boat, sail somewhere quiet, while your uncle fights his samurai war.
Do you really want that?
No.
If I fall, promise me you'll keep fighting.
You're a real bastard, Jin Sakai. You should get some rest.
Not yet. Let's sit just a little longer. This is it. We have one chance to take down the Khan before he attacks our mainland. Kenji, what's the status of our siege weapons?
Ready to rain fire on the Mongol fleet.
Good. Yuna will signal your attack. Once the volley begins, the Mongols will charge your position and run right into our ambush.
The explosives are set up. Archers on the rooftops.
Outstanding.
All of you. Go.
Jin, there's no sign of your uncle.
That storm's not waiting. And neither are we. Get ready to fire the signal arrow.
That sounds like Liu Kang.
Now!
Alright.
The Mongols are coming. We'll cut down anyone who gets through.
Return to tail area.
For my son!
Watch your back, Masako!
Don't let him get behind us!
Take the fight to them! Forward!
Alter. Collisions. Hello? Schon mal, ja, flott.
More Mongols up there!
Charge them, or they'll pin us down!
Push them back!
Kill them all!
He's in the right spirit. Ah! Fucking... Sorry. Nani? Hello, hello. Look it.
Plan worked.
The Mongols are regrouping.
We won't give them a chance.
Norio is leading the rest of our forces up the hill.
Then we'll join him and press the attack.
Oh, you're all safe.
This is where it ends. Today, the Khan dies. Lord Shimura isn't here. We fight alone.
We'll lead an attack on the main gate. Distract the Mongols while you find a way inside.
You'll be overwhelmed.
We came this far. We're not turning back now.
You are all the bravest warriors I've ever known. I hope to see you again.
Leave the battle to us.
What are we waiting for?
No mercy for the Mongols!
Fight! We fight for Lord Sakai!
My unconscionable gash will haunt you in your dreams.
Yeah. need to get to a rooftop. Look
Good
over the
night.
camp. Figure out how to find the
Der
car.
war ein Sommerloch. Okay, cool.
My fisted ass will haunt you in your dreams.
Okay. Fisted ass.
Oh, this is madness. You fight like a one-legged chicken.
That watchtower is perfect. You can see the whole camp from there.
Ist ja geil, wie du einfach nicht da hochkommst. Fuck. Yo. Game Engine.
For Tsushima. No mercy!
Just have to reach the manor house.
Wie geil. Can't hit him. Oh, kannst du mal den Move machen?
brought is death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender. I offered you peace, and you chose war. Now, the people of your mainland will suffer.
You will never leave this island.
I will avenge the people of Tsushima.
Vengeance, the petty wish of a child.
Yeah, right. All unblockable, of course. Ach, kannst du mal ausweichen? Alter, stop getting hit by every fucking fuck. And stop never stopping. Ja, kannst du mal ausweichen? Das ist doch furchtbar.
You will never leave Tsushima.
Kannst just undodgeable. Are you kidding me? As long as he is playing fair, like...
You're weak.
It's okay.
I defeated you before. This will be no different.
You sound afraid.
Depends. I don't like unblockables. Unblockables are just a silly fail in design in every game. You have a dodge, deflect based combat and suddenly you can't dodge or deflect something. Of course they decided this totally normal attack, like not even like a super great hammer or whatever. But yeah, in general, obviously compared to Assassin's Creed, it's absolutely good. So they kind of knew what they were doing, but just thought they had to do something to not make it too easy or whatever. Or like this, you know, I press block at the right time and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah!
You saw how I blocked? Cool. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. It's just... You know how I always rage when the game is betraying me. It's not that bad. Really, this Khan guy has infinite lives or what? Of course I can only shoot them or what? Get out of my way! Fussel, are you Fussel? Can you not jump through the window and then just end up? Okay. Where's he coming from? He still dodged it. Hello! Stop attacking me! Ooh! Bam!
Die! Kill the ghost!
Do you really think with a sword you are better or what? Wasn't there another asshole up there? No.
forgotten.
Love interest. Ooh.
This is yours.
Hail! The Khan is dead, but his army is still here. Our home won't be safe until we drive them out to sea.
And when they're gone, what happens then?
We start new lives.
I used to know what my new life would be. Now I'm not even sure who I am.
You're a great warrior, a loyal friend.
And a thief.
That's the past. What you become tomorrow is your choice. We can't stay here long. My uncle will come looking for us.
No, he won't. After the battle, he sent a messenger.
Did he offer to make peace?
He wants to meet you by the still waters under the red-leafed tree.
Womi Lake. We used to spar there when I was a child.
Want company?
I need to face him alone. He's my only family.
I know. It still hurts, thinking about Taka. The smell of smoke in his hair. His quiet laugh. The hell he'd give me for drinking too much. My whole life, he was part of me. And now... I'm alone.
You're not alone. You have me.
A ghost. You belong to everyone.
Lord Shimura isn't here. I'll wait for him on the dock.
Jin,
Uncle.
I wasn't sure you would come.
I wanted to talk with you. If we work together, we can drive off the remaining Mongols. Start rebuilding our home.
That is not your duty. The Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai. As of today, you are no longer samurai.
I sacrificed everything for my people. And I would do it again.
New samurai are coming to replace those we lost. They will occupy your land and estate.
I have to say goodbye to my home.
Ride with me.
Will you remain in Chito of Tsushima?
Yes. The Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols.
Good. They won't give up until they've conquered all of Japan.
I will spend what years I have left ensuring they fail. A task I hoped we would face together, as father and son.
You can still remarry, start a new family.
Yes, I suppose I can. Looks like he could use a push.
Here, let us help you.
Do not trouble yourselves, my lord.
Nonsense.
You can't do it alone.
You are much too kind. The mud is thicker than it looks.
That's a heavy load. Where are you headed?
Jogaku. The Ghost Army is up there.
He has an army.
You didn't hear? They'll sail for the Mongol steppes with a storm at their back. Burn their homes to the ground.
An impressive goal.
This is everything I can offer them. I hope it helps.
Then we will see you on your way.
Thank you, my lord.
Jogaku is many miles from here. Keep away from the mud and the Mongols.
I will.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Not here. Follow me.
I don't have an army.
Every day, more people flock to your cause. The Shogun is concerned. I am concerned.
You have nothing to fear.
When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? or betray them in the name of the Ghost.
I won't let them do that. They'll listen to me.
You openly defied me, Jin. My most trusted warrior. You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you? That's enough riding. Walk with me, Jin.
As you wish. My family's cemetery.
The resting place of 7 generations of Sakai, including your mother.
And my father.
We must pay our respects.
I will miss this.
So will I. The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
He ordered you to kill me.
The Ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison. A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
You are my son. Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family.
And my head is the cost.
Taking it is my punishment. Our final day together. It is beautiful. It's time. Write the last words of Clan Sakai.
And Clan Shimura. Hands that shape the world. A bond broken forever. This is where we part.
Your parents will always be with you.
Yes, Uncle.
Well, was I muting my mic? Okay.
Become the strongest warrior.
I was saying thank you, by the way. Why was my microphone muted? I don't know.
I will raise you as my own son.
I keep forgetting.
Are you
this.
ready?
I am ready.
Pretty obvious ending, but good nonetheless.
I can't fear the Shogun. The wounds you dealt my spirit may never heal.
Killing me will only make them
Perhaps,
worse.
yeah.
I can't fear the Shogun.
I guess. Oh, I mean, I don't know whether it will make an ending.
You want revenge for my failure. This is not my revenge. It is my...
Alter. If he hits hard. Oh.
Honor me with a warrior's death.
Yeah, honor his wish, of course. Oh. I even can confirm. Yeah, of course. Come on.
I will make sure you are remembered as a great warrior, a wise leader, and a father.
Thank you, my son. find me in the next life.
I will.
Classic Japanese ending. They are like really. I mean, this game without the fox shrines and silly side quests would be super good. Like this, it's still good, but yes. It's not like awesome because it has long times where it kind of gets boring. Yeah, really cut out the fillers and this game is awesome. I mean, yeah, you will beat it in probably 8 hours, 10 hours because the main content. I mean, you can leave in the side quests, you know, the quests where you actually do something and something is told, which is not too connected, but really cut out the crap fillers, like follow a fox to honor a shrine to get some charm. Bullshit. Yeah, but if you want to leave in the foxes, you know, it should be more than just follow a stupid path and I don't know, stupid. I mean, if I just, I mean, you're kind of right, if I just would be like once or twice, you know, I would, I don't know, visit a cave because of some quest and then I would see some fox and it's nagging me to follow it and yeah, and then I find, I don't know, a health upgrade or whatever, then yeah, but really, you have to use it sparingly. And at the right time and whatever, and design it well. I mean, like this, it's just like open world crap. I mean, optionality, I mean, all of it is optional in this game, but, you know, in the end, you get some charms and whatever. I mean, it's the classic open world issue, you know. If you have lots of points of interest on your map, I mean, you're still human. You still visit them. At least I mean, you know, it's just like drugs. But I just still don't take it as good content, even though I still try to fulfill my part. Oh, Naughty Dog is thanked for Kuro. Okay. I mean, in the end, I guess it's some business decision like, oh, you have to stretch the time necessary to beat the game, blah blah blah. Some bullshit management decision. I mean, I really can't think that they think. But in the end, they are first party. I mean, okay, it's Sucker Punch. I mean, maybe they did it on purpose. I mean, they did Infamous as well. I mean, also good games, but they share the same problem. I mean, you know, if you want to see how to make open world and still make it interesting and whatever, or kind of open world, I mean, just watch the last God of War. I mean, it's absurdly good. And everything is special. There's just no filler something. The last God of War, yeah. Not the first, whatever, PS2 and PS3 God of Wars. The first three, basically the fourth now, which came. Yeah, of course. With the boy. Even if you are annoyed by the boy, but that's not what we are talking about. There's a streamer on YouTube, I think Grubenforth is his name. Of course. It was so awesome when I first played it. I mean, it's really so awesome. I mean, I'm even thinking about playing it again because really that is something. But God of War, I mean, God of War, the difficulty setting, give me God of War, is just, it's a real pain in the ass. But the whole storytelling, you know, and how it begins and leads you back and whatever, I mean, the whole thing, how the story is told, I mean, it's, in the end, I won't spoil you. I mean, there will be something which is like, okay, that's it, yeah. That's what they wanted to tell me. But still, the journey, the adventure, the whole game is awesome. And yes, the boy is annoying. Still. I mean, we are talking about, I mean, I guess it's kind of like Evil Island's pain in the arse, because don't be surprised if I die for like 5 hours at the same spot, because the game is like, ah. Yeah, of course. Welcome back to the open world.
Fallen at my family cemetery. Beautiful. Even in death. I used to think I only needed a horse, a bow, and my katana. I wish you were here. The twin mountains of Clan Sagai. I won't let my family fade from memory. How long did it take Yuna to make this? I owe her everything. She's the one giving me gifts. You should be here, Ryuzo. Trading stories, getting drunk.
What is this?
Jin, I like your new home. It suits you.
It will have to do, now that Clan Sakai is gone. And I've been branded a traitor.
I heard about your uncle. I'm sorry.
He's gone. I did what I had to.
What matters is you're alive. You defeated Khotun Khan and left the Mongols without a leader. The mainland is safe.
But our home isn't. The Khan's forces are stuck here, more desperate than ever to conquer our island.
Then we'd better keep fighting. Sensei Ishikawa is still hunting his student.
Probably wondering what's taking me so long to show up.
Just don't forget. Tsushima needs you.
I'll never forget that.
Good. We'll cover more ground if we split up.
Hit the Mongols from all sides. Take back our home.
Goodbye, Jin. And take care of yourself.
I will. You too, Yuna.
Oh, that's all. Yeah. At least it's not too much, but there's the story part with when it's too. Oh, here it is. Should be the last part of the. Obviously, we'll do that. And is it really 2? Yeah, 2. Leaving. Okay, we can do that just for the sake of it. I'm such a completionist, you know. And while we do that, we think about what to play next. It definitely needs to be an old game. Was there some game coming out? Yeah, I wanted to look that up. But by default I would say old game if there's not like some crazy game which came out in the last days while I was playing this game. Like something like Ease or, you know. That's a good thing if you never follow the news of anything. The game comes out and you're like, yeah.
Sakai.
You have word from Tomoe?
The three of us will meet. Then she'll reveal where and when her archers plan to attack.
You think she'll tell us the truth?
We'll find out. And Sakai, there will be no room for error.
I came prepared, Sensei.
Let's go.
You say in an hour? Whew, that's a pretty tight plan. Is it fixing important stuff? Or, you know, like major stuff? Or is it just a minor or whatever update? Let's see. Game releases. Let's see. Let's Google it. All the video game releases. Buffs. Debuff system sounds pretty feature-ish. 5 items, okay, depends on the items, I guess. Yeah, I accept all of your cookies. So, July, what? Bullshit. What, Dying Light? Hellraid, these bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, Neo 2 came out. Ah, no, something DLC, I mean. Bullshit, of course. Yeah. Yakuza Kiwami 2? Wasn't that out already? What? Am I in the correct year here? Yeah, it is. I mean, I played it. How is this released last month? Huh? I don't get it. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Oh yeah, the Horizon Zero Dawn, but I played it on PS4. Good game, good game. Also open world, but good battle system. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Sounds like an amazing game. Remastered Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Someone told me I have to play it, I don't think so. Wasteland 3, Baldur's Gate 3 is supposed to come out soon. CSM 4 also supposed soon. Oh, that could be good. Yeah, it seems like no important games I have not like played or I'm not interested. Next month Mafia comes out. Might be something we are playing. But this list doesn't seem complete, or they have like... Yeah, whatever, I mean, looks like no new games came out. So it should be an old game we play.
She sent word to meet at an old gambling den.
Might be a good spot for an ambush.
We have the advantage. The Mongols turned against her. She is desperate.
Yeah, good, yeah.
These are dangerous.
Jan is like, yay, finally plays retro games again, not this newish bullshit shit. Fuck.
Or betray us.
Always these AAA recently released games. Ah.
She can help us wipe out her archers. The risk is worth it.
You're gambling with your life.
She could have killed me in Jogaku.
You would also eat butt butter.
She gets us both.
If she doesn't ambush us, we hear her out. And if this planned attack is real, we cooperate.
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
She betrayed her people.
Today we made a plan to actually make a dev streaming project where
the child of
a friend of mine wanted to learn some things about C# or whatever for his own project, because he doesn't know shit about it.
Any chance of talking?
And we had 2 sessions today, and I was like, hey dude, I mean, what we are doing here, I mean, okay, you are a beginner, but people totally want to see it. How about we stream it? And today he agreed that we should do that. I was doing it for a decade or more. I started with C++. So, I mean, Unreal C++ is kind of a bit special, but I still can get shit done pretty well, I guess. I mean, I guess I'm a bit rough in Unreal C++, so I have to learn some shit, but
that's the gambling den.
No Mongols.
Still.
That we can see. Stop here. That outcropping to the right. I'll position myself there.
Yeah, when I used it, it was also, I mean, since you have all the standard libraries, but still, I mean, obviously you have to know about the objects they provide you and whatever, you know. I mean, the language itself is not different. It is real C++. But yeah, maybe I should take a look at it again. It's just like, you know, I mean, the only reason I still haven't done too much in Unreal is somehow when you start off in Unreal, it doesn't seem natural for a programmer.
Always so sure.
Like,
the one thing you never had to
just
teach me.
Creating some scene where you can, you know, like, put a player in and whatever.
Heading there now.
I mean, with a template, it works off,
The
but
Khan
yeah.
betrayed me. I'm taking my archers away.
And if we don't help you stop them, they'll wipe out Umugi Cove.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, if there is some some.
The Mongols followed me.
I mean, the blueprint stuff works pretty well as far as I know. I mean, as a programmer, I still don't do it because I'm a programmer. but as far as I know, I mean, when people are shitting on blueprints, I'm like, really? I mean, in a game context, is it really that bad? Or are you just like, it's like a scripting language, it has to be slow.
Tea pudding.
Yeah, definitely. I know what you mean, and it's definitely correct. You just have to see, okay, is it really worth optimizing? Is it really slowing down your shit? I mean, because else you just sort of writing everything in C++. But yeah, obviously.
Come away! You betrayed us!
I think it's definitely a good decision, even though it's because of your natural knowledge that you started off doing the shit in blueprints and now you are like, okay, some stuff is worth optimizing. It's really better than people are just doing everything in C++ by default.
You have to keep fighting.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, do you know any programming language like, or is it just C++ specific? Because I mean, in the end,
No more traps, Tomoe.
This wasn't a trap.
that sounds more like, I mean, yes.
To deceive us, so we lower our guard.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know blueprints too much.
Arrow in you. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
But obviously, if you think about structures there, how to, you know, some classic,
I'll put her in the dirt.
look up octree, something where you can find out your shit pretty fast.
Saving Umugiko won't make amends for your crimes, Tomoe.
They forced me to teach your way of the bow.
Very
They
big.
force you to kill your own people at
I know how to ride the
They were being
function.
tortured. I offered a quick, painless death. And the Mongols spared me. I won't apologize for surviving.
I guess a good thing would be, I mean, I wanted to create my dungeon grinder again, or just, you know, just creating it for once and not just cancelling it all the time. And I mean, Unreal is actually an option there, I mean, and if I do it, then I obviously will do some C++ because some of the code, like the procedural generation of maps and whatever, is obviously something which I think a programming language is just better suited for. At least with what I did there.
What's the best route to the coast?
If they see us headed for Umugi Cove, Tomoe's archers could be alerted.
Agreed. We should stay off the roads.
Cut through this field.
How did you find my camp in Akashima?
Your people attacked me. We tracked them.
I told them to avoid you two. I had plans for a dozen more camps.
I'm glad they ignored your orders.
I lost control. By the time we set up in Kushi, I wasn't in charge.
More ahead.
A lot more.
Take them.
Ready? Chadna!
Something is weird about the system. How it accepts whether my blocks actually are working or not.
You sound like Sensei Ishikawa.
The trees at the end of the field. We can rest there, out of sight.
Tomoe, you said you lost control.
But yeah,
of
it's
the Mongols in
interesting that you are able to
Woman you burned alive.
create a pretty complex project, I'd say,
You trained her killers.
Most of the time, I
without
convinced them to spare lives.
having touched any C++ or too much or whatever. I mean, that's like, what? Yeah. Pretty powerful, that engine.
Over here! Get down!
The Mongols are out in force.
They're hunting me. I thought I lost them.
Didn't think to mention that earlier.
I'm mentioning it now.
Wait here until nightfall. We can use the darkness to our advantage.
Will they attack the cove before then?
No. They'll position archers. Make sure no one gets out. Plan their slaughter.
Get some rest. I'll keep watch.
Sun's down. Ready?
Tomoe, you're in front. The sensei and I will follow.
So you can stab me in the back?
If the Mongols spot you first, we get out of sight and drop them.
Well, since I know Blueprint, I mean,
I can hear you, Sensei.
it really depends on how you define a programming language. I mean, it's a typical workflow system. So like with nodes and connected, and I mean, obviously designed like a programming language since it builds on it.
I'll take the other.
So, yeah.
More on the way. Hide yourselves.
Yeah, I hate these sneaking tasks.
Dagoro, not there. Osodden, ende sonor serem steba.
On your mark, Sakai.
Don't miss, Sensei.
I think Jan Leonard is the child of a prodigal red but strawberry.
One arrow, one death. You took that last one with the circling falcon shot, Sensei.
You saw that. You changed your form too.
I shift the right hand down. So when
You would also eat excrement yogurt.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know how it is. I mean, in the end you have to do things yourself, but yeah, I mean, I know how it is with YouTube videos, where I click through them, or like, oh, that's not what I'm interested in, not what I'm interested in, or come, get to the point, idiots. I hate tutorial videos. Like really, they talk to you like you're a 6-year-old child and never get to the point. My main issue while I don't like tutorial videos. I need tight explanation videos, like right on point. Yeah, it's really like almost exactly the same. They would find a way through. What do you know? Don't like to find a way through. I have to watch that. Ah! Oh, too many Mongols everywhere.
Thanks, Jan Leonard, for giving us an update about your brown dick.
Ah. For the concept, I think it's always good to start off with the idea of making the blueprints. Like I said, I mean, yeah, I think the idea is good. I mean, in the end, yeah, it might end up in C++ or should, because I mean, navigation system sounds like a big navigation mesh or points of whatever, some graph you have to somehow traverse in some optimal way. Some basic pathfinding system. And yeah, it's just more lightweight than C++, I guess, if you do it right. I guess, I mean, it's always a guess. That's also correct. C++ is pretty well paid.
My archers.
The moment we attack, they'll retreat into town. Use it to defend against us.
Innocent people will die.
See the barrels in their carts? I'll circle behind.
Joking around a bit, huh?
Once you shoot, they'll be on you. If you stay back in the tree line...
I might miss. I need to get close. Let me undo the damage I've done.
Go.
You trust her?
I trust her desire for revenge.
Work.
So that's how she stayed one step ahead of us. You taught her well, Sensei.
I know.
What? Schnitzel side? What? It's a horse ball. Stop shooting me. Yeah, where's this archer again? What? I mean, how can you be unhappy about the schnitzel? Obviously, but sounds awesome.
Not bad, Sakai.
Where's Tomoe?
I don't know. Was she wounded?
Tomoe!
Near the end of the fight, I saw her by the archway over there.
That leads straight into Umugi Cove.
If any Mongols try to retreat that way...
Maybe she gave chase.
Tomoe knows that killing her archers won't erase her crimes.
But she got her revenge.
Is that all she got?
She fought alongside us. That will mean something once we defeat the enemy.
Forget the Mongols. What does she want in Umugi Cove?
There's not much here besides thieves and cutthroats. Damn it, and smugglers.
She needs a boat to get off the island.
You there!
Yes, my lord.
Did you see a woman run through here?
A warrior. She was headed for the beach.
This way! Tomoe played us for fools.
She helped save Umugi Cove.
The Mongols were hunting her. We gave her safe passage to a way off the island.
We're always one step behind.
But there's still time to stop her.
What? Taylor.
Wait.
Sensei Ishikawa, we have judged each other harshly, but the Buddha tells us that our greatest enemies can be our best teachers.
I am grateful for your teaching, and for the chance to fight by your side a final time. I have been your student. I would have become your daughter. But the way of the bow is behind me now. What lies ahead? I am like an arrow, shot from a bow. Who knows where the wind will take me?
It's over.
Maybe she'll reach Kyoto after all.
If she were anyone else, I'd say that's impossible.
We still have a war to finish. A home to rebuild.
I have no more lessons to give in this life, except one. Promise me, you won't repeat my mistakes.
I promise, Sensei.
Trophies. Max level. I don't care for that.
Lord Shimura raised you well.
They don't really put a question mark down here, don't they? Whatever, man. Really, I think I've played through the game now. I mean, yes, I mean, you know, we could do these villages now, but I mean, what is there? I mean, I will only see the map and all of the question marks. I think I can do that when someone tries to call me and I have time to I don't know. Definitely not an interesting game time here. But yeah, I mean, I think we said everything about it. It is actually quite a cool game. But obviously it's an open world game, so it has open world issues. But leaving that aside, it's a good game. And a good storytelling. So, still early. Let's see, I have to decide now what to play. Let's see, what did I prepare? What did I... What? Will you open now? Yes, also... Oh. So, installed. Did I prepare more than that? I see. Okay. Okay, I have more installed. The other, obviously. I kind of have an idea. Not too sure about that. Rogan has an idea. Just checking whether he hasn't forgotten about nothing, right? That. Fantasy Star Online 2 is available on Steam now. Cool. And yeah, Horizon, good game, but I've played it, thank you. I played it like... Okay, so I flip a coin. There are two things I could play. What the fuck is going on with the stream right here? And I think I will reappear in maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. I have to go to the restroom, but other than that, I will reappear. So, until then. Or not, or whatever. Yeah, get yourself a drink. There's time for that.